Pumps and dumps, everyone. We're going to talk about XRP proper party pump, XLM's movement, XDC's movement, or lack thereof of the latter two. We're also going to talk about why Chase Bank would ban cryptocurrency payments. And I got another story to share with you regarding a scam. It's not a good one, but remember, I bring it to you whether it's good news or bad news. And a serious thank you to everyone on the live stream who donated as well. Thank you to all the channel members. The support means so much to me. Keeping this, yes, sponsor free. Jeremy Touche, $13.99, dropped a 10 spot on the channel, said, appreciate your show, my friend. Keep the great information coming. We need it. Yes, we do need more positive information. But a lot of you aren't thinking as positively. XRP Boss 1182 says, what are you doing with a pump? Have I missed something? I know, I was talking about a pump, right? Jaywalk says XRP pump was a bull trap. We're going to talk about XRP price action. Big Dude 7761 says, I bet nothing of substance will be announced. Just another pump and dump for now. What do we got? We got Bitcoin sitting at 26,927, ETH 1665, XRP up 4.7%, sitting at 53.1. We've got XLM right now at 11.5 and XDC 4.8 down 0.72. So obvious to see, no real pump for XLM or XDC. Like I said, we'll get into that price-wise. JPEX appears to be a $191 million fraud after the Hong Kong-based JPEX exchange limited withdrawals amidst what appeared to be an impending collapse of the platform. Things are now looking like fraud. They found people burning documents, bleaching documents, and putting them in a bathtub. I cannot make that stuff up. I'm being dead serious. That is how they found documents. Police have received more than 2,000 complaints pertaining to the exchange involving 191 million in possible losses. 11 people, including influencers who promoted the exchange, were taken in for questioning. However, police said those 11 people were not likely central to the fraud. Obviously, it's the JPEX people, but they used, yes, people to promote the action here. By the way, there's a number, bottom of the screen, 68.24 billion. That's the total amount of fraud. Yeah, the grift counter, as they call it. See, like, and that's what I mean. We want crypto to boom. We need to fix these problems. Chase Bank announces ban on cryptocurrency purchases to combat fraud. Okay, here. I'm going to read this sentence, and then I'm going to tell you why they're doing this. I think by now we all know that Chase Bank is doing this, but let's read why. In a note to customers, Chase stated, if you'd still like to invest in crypto assets, you can try using a different bank or provider instead, but please be cautious, as you may not be able to get the money back if payment ends up being related to a fraud or scam. Essentially, banks out there don't want to be held liable. And since there's so many fraud, scams, and creams in crypto, to the tune of 68.24 billion, these banks are going to be like, look, we just don't want to deal with that product family because it's just a high rate of scams and schemes, and banks don't want to be on the hook for that money. So for those of you that don't live in the United States, for those of you that do, so like debit cards, we're responsible for the first $50, and usually my bank doesn't even do that. If I say, hey, there was a fraudulent charge on my card, boom, fixed right away, good to go. All right, but I remember there being a $50 limit a while back, and some places still are doing the $50 limit on the accounts for fraud protection. And that's the whole thing. The bank then steps in and says, hey, we understand that you were defrauded. We're going to step in here and take care of this for you. It's awesome. It's really good. But see, they don't want to do that now with crypto because there's way too many frauds. Reasons behind the sudden addition of 1.78 billion to the XRP market cap. People are thinking proper party pump. All right, 3 charts I'm going to show you are exactly the same. They're the 1 month chart of XRP, 1 month chart of XLM, 1 month chart of XDC. Whoa. In the 1 month term here, XDC no love at all, girlfriend. High of 6.6, and we're not even at 5 cents. We're sitting at 4.8. XLM, little pump action on the announcement of the announcement. Okay, they're rebranding. Which, by the way, Stellar is spending a lot of money on advertising. I'm starting to see Stellar advertising all over the old interweb. Comment down below. Have you noticed an increase of Stellar advertising? But we did. We saw the announcement of the announcement, which caused the pump, and then kind of nothingness. XRP, look at this. Definite pump here. Now, definitely have not held on to the highs of 54.5. Sitting at 53.1 right now. But remember, the proper party hasn't happened yet. And if there is going to be an announcement from Ripple Labs, they're not going to do it pre-party. They're going to do it at the party. So we still got time to make more pump action happen. But like a lot of you thinking, pump and dump. Bull trap. A lot of people aren't thinking these holds are going to last. Why? Because monetary conditions are tight and because none of these pumps have lasted. Because when we zoom in, we're like, oh yeah, this is a Taurus pump that didn't last. Oh yeah, this was summary judgment news over here that didn't last. Oh, this was the banking news and stuff that didn't last. So you can see what I'm saying. People are kind of thinking, oh, okay, this isn't really going to work. It's going to be a pump it up. Now, that being said, people are starting to freak out. And you know what? Let's go big screen. Now, that being said, people, yes, are starting to freak out about the government shutdown and its effect on pricing. Just like I showed you in those last 3 charts, XRP is receiving a proper pump from the proper party. We talked about this happening, right? XLM and XTC not seeing that. So it is very isolated to XRP. But what would happen to crypto prices with the government shutdown? Well, there's not that much money, and honestly, a lot of us out there, myself included, believe a whole bunch of these asset classes are way too overvalued. I'm not talking just about crypto. I'm talking about a whole bunch of things are way too overvalued. Government shutdown would help kind of bring those values back down to where a lot of us think they should be. I would expect, and I think a lot of you out there too, would expect crypto to go down if the government shutdown happens. And how close are we to the government shutdown? Just a couple days away. You got the SEC, Gary Gensler, delaying the spot Bitcoin action, saying, hey, government shutdown, we really can't do this. He delayed those, so that wiped out that bullish movement off the board. Government shutdown could really bring crypto prices down, especially if we start seeing downgradings, and especially if people get caught in liquidations. There's still a lot of people sitting out there on the liquidation fence where if you have a flash crash down to 7, 10, 12%, people could get liquidated, which would cause more liquidations and so on and so on. Complete, utter mess. Today's a recovery day for me. Recovery drink, nothing too cool. Gonna have a little bit of red wine later. What are you doing? Let me know in the comments down below. And thank you to Jeremy Touche and everyone else out there that's been supporting the channel. I greatly appreciate it. It is because of you that this channel is sponsor free, bringing you unbiased news, both good and bad. I've got a stretching session to do. I'll catch you cool cats later.